99% of people do not make money as a property deal source. And in this video, I'm going to break down not only how you can be the 1%er, I'm also going to give you a step-by-step practical guide on how you can achieve this. I'm a remote property investor. I've been involved with hundreds of deals, and we've coached lots of people do deals just like this one here. And ultimately, one of the main reasons people don't make it as a deal source is because they're stuck in this whole way of thinking of, I need to invest in properties within an hour from where I live. If you live in a great location, that's fine, but majority of people do not live in areas where other people that you can sell a deal to want to buy a deal. Either way, if you're not sure what deal sourcing is, make sure you watch this video, because deal sourcing is when you will find an investor that is cash rich but time poor, and they typically pay you around £5,000 to go and find a deal. This is fantastic. This is what helped me grow my portfolio. I was selling deals, maybe 2 a month, earning 10k per month, and then putting that 10k into deposits to buy properties like this one, and using the BRRR strategy, growing my portfolio. And I've done this all remotely. So look, at the moment I'm in Dubai, if you can't see, and we've just put this deal into my WhatsApp group, and everything I do as a business is remote, so I can travel around the world. This year, we're in December at the time of recording this, and I'm on my 15th trip, and by the time we get to the end of the year, I'm going to be on my 17th trip. And I've developed systems to buy property remotely, and the number one mistake that people make is they go and do lots of viewings. And I know this sounds counterintuitive, and by the way, most estate agents, if you try to get a property deal done without doing a viewing, it is very difficult. But there is a way you can do it, and I'm going to break down the scripts and what you say to them. But the other thing that property deal sources make mistake with when they're starting out is they try to get offers accepted, because they go to lots of these seminars, say, yeah, go and offer on lots of properties and find a deal and the money will come. And unfortunately, it's BS. Like, if you haven't got a big social media and definitely a track record, people are not going to just knock on your door with bags of money saying, hey, I've got an inkling that you're into property, here's some money, and I'm going to trust you even though you've never done it before. It's the hardest thing to get started. This is why in my academy I help people like this match with investors. I teach them how to find deals remotely, how I'm going to show you in a minute. Then I will match them with investors, because I've got lots of investors. So it gets started. And this is not quite co-sourcing. A lot of people talk about co-sourcing. I don't co-source, I give them all the profits. So it's not really co-sourcing, I just give them a leg up and a start. But leveraging my social proof and my track record and my investor list can help people get started. What we do, even though I've got a big investor list, I don't just tell the people in my academy to go out and get offers accepted. We get prices agreed. Because the thing is, to get a good property deal, you've got to look at a high volume of deals. So we analyze them online quite simply. We don't look at like really big refurbishments, and even if you did, you just know how to judge it off your square footage anyway. We put together a bit of an estimate, and then you phone up the agent, and you don't view a property. Even if you are local, you don't view the property until you have had the price agreed, not accepted. So how it works is you work out what your numbers are, and this is the sort of scripts that you want to be saying to agents. Like, I'm not going to offer on this property because I've not viewed it, obviously, and I'm miles away, and ultimately I don't want to waste your time or anybody's time looking at these pictures. If it's correct how these pictures look, I could probably only pay around £90,000 for this property. And ultimately, if they've had offers above that, obviously I don't want to waste your time and come and do some viewings. Could give me an indication if the vendor would take that. So you're not getting an offer accepted, you're getting an indication. If the estate agent goes away and comes back and says yes, the vendor would be open to an offer at that price, you say, cool, I'm going to send a builder out. So you send a builder. Don't send a builder before this, by the way, because if you send builders to properties that you don't get offers accepted on, they will soon get very annoyed with you and for wasting their time. So, but at this stage, you know you're pretty much close to a price, so you send the builder out. So then once you send the builder out and you confirm the price, before you go back to the agent and say, hey, that price is confirmed, we like it, you then try and sell it. This is what we do. We put it into my WhatsApp group with my academy clients, or if you're co-sourcing with somebody, or if you have got investors, but try and get interest in it first. Like, typically, the deals that we sell, within 30 minutes, it was sold. So we will know there's an interest from buyers from it. We've got thousands of people on my investor list, so we know pretty quickly. And if somebody don't show an interest pretty quickly, usually we might leave it up to 24 hours, depends how the agent's kind of pushing us. But But if somebody doesn't show an interest really quickly, then ultimately we just go back to the agent and say, hey, refurb is slightly higher for that particular investor that we was working with, but we have got some other people that we'll try and match this deal with, but that particular person don't want it. Then it gives you the leeway to carry on trying to sell it without the pressure of it being on you to having that offer accepted and try and make that deal work. Some deals you might lose, they might sell in between, but ultimately this keeps your relationship there. So I've been doing this for years. I was born in Stratford, I live in the south still now, and I've been invested in the northeast for over a decade now. Built a portfolio of over 40 properties up there, and this most definitely works. If you follow this system, this is how you can really beat the 99% of people that's trying to be a deal sourcer. If you found that useful, make sure you give this page a follow.